This is Pat Little coming at you, running for president in 2020 in the GOP primary. Got some quick updates for you today, some good news. First off, the good news is I still have the photos I took in Idaho. That's beautiful snowfalls up by Bonners Ferry. I hope to go fishing and hunting around there someday. So I've got some updates here. So a political prisoner in Germany has been released, and she appeared on the Brian Ruhe show earlier today. Monika Schaefer is somewhat free in Canada. Restrictions on free speech notwithstanding, she's free. I wanted to talk today a little bit, real quickly, about activists versus inactivists versus anti-activists. And we've got a lot of inactivists and even almost as many anti-activists and very few activists. Monika Schaefer and her brother, Alfred Schaefer, who I've done podcasts with, who I hope to visit in the flesh someday, are activists. I'm an activist, and I invite you to be an activist. Do something like holding "It's an okay to be white" sign, something you can't get in trouble for. If someone gets you in trouble for that, well, we got some serious problems. So, going back to why I chose the "It's Okay to Be White" duct tape march themes. If you look at the way Monika Schaefer played her cards, she made a video apologizing to her mother saying, "Hey, Ma, you passed on before I had a chance to apologize to you, but I realized that the Holocaust is a lie, and I'm sorry for having guilted you while you were alive." She was kind of like apologizing to her mom's ghost, so sorry for having guilted you about something that didn't happen. So I think that's great. I think that "It's Okay to Be White" with the duct tape march meme is going to work out great for us. I'm hoping to talk to Monika in the near future. Her, Alfred, and Volkslehrer are some of my personal heroes. I've translated from German some of the Volkslehrer's work. He's also fluent in English. He's got some stuff floating around in English. But the one particular video that I really loved was only in German, so I translated that for you. Pertaining to the victim narrative, I've heard a lot of criticism from people, especially these anonymous things, which anytime you get criticism about IRL activism from anonymous people, you know to what? Yes, ignore it. So let's talk about the victim narrative. How have the Chosenites always portrayed themselves? What makes them immune from criticism? Gonna give you a second to think about this here. All right, time's up. They portray themselves as the eternal victim. Why? Because European and Western people, and especially Christians, have sympathy for the underdog, for victims. And if you truly are the victim, such as being a class of people, aka whites, that are not allowed to have free speech or any of the other things normally guaranteed to a free people, especially in our traditional homelands, that makes you a victim. So embrace it. The "It's Okay to Be White" marches with the memes. We've got 2 groups going off this coming weekend. I might be sneaking out and doing some more. I tend not to announce what I'm doing, just so Antifa can't spring as many ambushes on me. But yeah, more "It's Okay to Be White" marches coming up soon. I invite Antifa can't spring as many ambushes on me. But if I still have a YouTube channel at that point. Sorry, I just had a glitch happen. Let me make sure everything's still groovy here. Yeah, okay, everything's working. So, if it works for the Jews, if it's how the Jews choose to portray themselves, they're the masters of psychology. Why not say, if it's okay to kill us on Facebook Live and try and scalp us in Chicago on Facebook Live, then, you know, that kind of makes you a victim. Let's run with it. So the optics work, and that's how we're going to wake up more normies, even with my radical truth-telling in terms of the JQ. Wanted to talk a little bit about, somebody said that Eric Stryker had been doxxed. I'm going to reach out to him if he has been. That is not good if he has been. I got a message from Augustus Invictus telling me about the address for the American Legal Defense Fund. Let me see if I can. Where is it? American Legal Defense Fund. I'll post it on my website. Send me an email if I forget to post the American Legal Defense Fund information on our website. Augustus Invictus is a good guy. He wants to help out the people that are wrongfully imprisoned and arrested as political prisoners of the Zog in this country. So please, please, please send funds and any lawyers who have free time to Augustus Invictus over at the American Legal Defense Fund. There is some good goyim over at the American Freedom Party that are helping with some free labor that they're dedicating to the fund. If you wind up in prison for holding an "It's okay to be white" sign, then this is the type of organization we want to make sure is funded. And this would also be helping political prisoners such as a young man that was incorrectly arrested. They tried to associate him with RAM. He was not a member. Not that RAM did anything wrong, not that Legal South did anything wrong, but these are the type of people that will be helped first, the ones that are the easiest cases to prove that they're political prisoners that did nothing wrong. And then as we get more funding for this organization, we will move on to the people that defended themselves and such, which we have the right to self-defense in this country, unless, of course, you're white. So we're going to restore the right to self-defense if you're white by funding our good friends at the American Legal Defense Fund. Augustus Invictus is a good guy. He ran against the Zog in Florida for Senate. Proud of him. He did good work. Let's see. Wanted to mention that Canada is having a proposal right now where over the next 5 years, $500 million would go to funding the fake news because no one's buying any advertising on it anymore. So the Zog doesn't want to pay for any more of its propaganda out of pocket. What the heck is that on my face? So they are forcing taxpayers to shill out a whole bunch more money for their Jew fake news. Also in Sweden, I watched this on Red Ice earlier tonight. Same thing's happening. About the equivalent of $100 million per year is you're being forced to pay out in Sweden from a 1% income tax to fund Zog propaganda. So these are some developments. Just a quick recap. Monika Schaefer is free and at large in Canada. She was on Brian Ruhe's stream earlier today. So go ahead over to Brian Ruhe's channel and check out that stream he did. They had a very good interview. And that's about it, I think. Be an activist. Don't be an inactivist. And stop listening to podcasts where they have a paywall where they're telling you to be an anti-activist. It's okay to be white. Go out and carry the signs. You can email me telling me you're going to do it, and I'll restream it for you, but I don't want to organize marches for people because otherwise I will just have a bunch of agent provocateurs saying they want to march, telling me to put them in contact with their local goyim who actually want to march, and before you know it, you've got a guy Fed posting next to you, and I don't want to be the guy who arranged that. So find a friend, have him hold a camera, put duct tape on both your mouths, and take turns carrying the "It's okay to be white" sign. I did it in the Lion's Den in Seattle for, I think, over 90 minutes in the heart of Antifa rally territory. If me and a boomer can do it, you and your young fit friend can do it. We didn't even have a backup camera. It's not that hard. It's not that bad. Don't let these guys behind the paywall tell you that the biggest danger in life is exposing your face in real life activism. Just because people making good money doing entertainment podcasts may tell you not to go out, and they may have lost the nerve for this stuff, doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Oh, just a moment. Let me see if he wants to come on the call real quick. Let me say hello without showing you his number. Good evening. This is Pat. How may I help you, sir? Oh, my volume level is low. Hold on. Give me feedback in real time. Is that any better? Hold on. Volume. That's got to be gain. How does this thing? I don't know what keeps on changing it. How about now? Is that better? It's going to be about a 5-second delay. 5-second delay, 5-second delay. Is that better? Much better. All right. Do you want to mute your computer and say hi? I want to congratulate you on the Brett Favre thing. Can I put you on speaker here with some boomer tech? And go ahead and mute your computer. And so we've got Handsome Truth on. He just pulled off a wonderful Brett Favre troll. He got Brett Favre for a very low price to name the small hats. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing really well. I hope everyone continues to name them, shame them, and blame them. And unfortunately, channels are getting striked
Yep.
with that content up, but it's already gone to 4chan and many other places like Veterans Affair online. So it's gone out there. So it's really good.
Veterans Today, you mean?
Yeah, the website for veterans. So I just want to say thank you for inspiring me to get out there. When you stepped on that flag and spit on it, it lit a fire under my ass. So I just want to say thanks for being a good role model.
Well, thank you for being an activist and not an inactivist or an anti-activist.
All right, thanks, brother.
You're
good luck
welcome.
on the stream.
Oh, by the way, you want me to show you how to do the green screen thing?
No, I'm definitely too boomer tech for that, bro. But yeah, maybe when I get to my the Goyam No March, you can help me get my my mic set up.
Oh, let me know when you're doing that. I'd be happy to join if I'm still around. You know,
Right,
I held the Goyam No sign in front of APAC in last March. I was chasing down the Zoggers as they came out, asking them what Master Splinter had to tell them during this year's Zog conference.
Well, it's all about peace, man. So I'm gonna keep it peaceful and then just bring a cameraman to it myself. So thanks for the motivation.
You're very welcome. And thanks for giving us a call. Good troll with the Brett Favre thing. Well done. He either has to double down or renounce it. Bye.
More to come. GDL. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye. So we just had a call in from Handsome Truth there. He figured out a very intelligent way to get celebrities to name them and shame them. Ah, shit. Okay. I turned off the notifications on that, but it keeps on turning itself back on. I'm going to say goodnight here, Goyam. I hope you like Snow Falls here in the background. I shot the footage myself. I got to get a tripod next time so it's not wiggling in the background. Good night, Goyam. How do I turn this thing off?